We all agree that money is an important part in everyone's life. Generally, people crib about not having money. Actually, everyone has money. The problem is not about having money, but the actual problem is the method of spending money that is not right. The budgeting part which is not right. Many times this happens when people do not think before spending. We know very well that spending money now is good for our future, but doesn't matter how much ever we try, we are unable to push our savings and savings rate by more than 20%. There are some tricks to achieve that. We will take a closer look in this video. Why should we save and invest? What is the goal? We need to identify that first and foremost. When we have a goal for savings, the motivation for savings will come automatically. But when we do not have any goal and if we just go with the flow, we will end up spending all the money without any savings. So, how should we set a goal? I should become a rich person. I should send my children to good school or college. I should buy a good house. Can we have goals like that? No. These are generic goals. Goals should be very specific. Like in 20 years, I should save rupees 2 crores in my retirement portfolio. Or in 10 years, I should save rupees 50 lakhs for my children's education. When we have specific goals like these, we will be automatically be motivated to save for ourselves towards our future. The numbers rupees 2 crores and 50 lakhs are just for an example to understand in a much better way. We need to set our goals depending on our convenience. Let's say that we have set our goal of rupees 2 crores in the next 20 years. What should we do next? To achieve this goal, we should decide on how much money we need to invest and where should we invest. This is the savings rate calculator. Let's say, for example, my savings goal is 1 crore rupees for the next 20 years. I am investing rupees 10,500 every month in a form of an SIP in an equity index fund which has a potential to give 12% return in the longer term. Here, if we see that the invested amount for 20 years is 25 lakhs 20,000 and the estimated return is 79 lakhs 71,053 rupees. So put together, the total value is more than 1 crore rupees. So the goal is accomplished here while we do savings systematically with discipline. If we do a calculation like this and have a rough idea of our need in the future, we would know how much we need to invest and where to invest. When we know these details, we will have a purpose to save and invest, and we will think twice before buying on unnecessary things. The next idea to increase savings is enabling automatic savings. What do we do usually? We spend and invest whatever is left. That is, after receiving salary, we spend a lot and do think about savings with whatever remaining in hand. That is, income minus expenses equal to savings. We actually need to flip the same or change the same in order to achieve our goals and objectives. That is, we need to invest first and then spend with whatever balance money left in hand. So we need to change this to income minus savings equal to expenses. What would we do when part of our salary goes directly into an investment account? We will take a closer look at the bank balance and we will adjust our spending based on the balance. But on the contrary, if we do not invest automatically and if the entire salary comes into the bank account, what would we generally do? We normally think about upgrading our new television from the older one, upgrading our mobile phones, replacing furnitures, etc. As investing will be at the bottom of our priority list for most of us. We have to cross through all these questions before arriving at the question of should we invest? Our mind always goes towards instant gratification, giving least importance on future savings. So it is always better to set up automatic transfer from bank account to investment account every month. If we are in India, we can use SIP in mutual funds. In the first few months, we might feel the pain from getting less money coming into a bank account because of automatic savings. But after that, we would have adapted to the new balance and we will adjust our spendings thinking that this is our new salary. Also, when we take a look at the growth of money from the savings after 1 year, we will be surprised that we were able to save considerable amount of money that will motivate us to save even more. To see the growth of our savings, grow year after year is a whole different level of experience altogether. If we use 50-30-20 rule, there are high probability that we can save a good amount of money. Like 50% of our salary should go towards our basic needs like rent, car payment, utilities, groceries, bills, etc. 30% of our salary should go towards wants like streaming services, shopping, vacations, purchases, etc. And mandatorily, 20% of our salary should go towards savings like emergency fund, retirement goals, children's education, investment, etc. Thirdly, the next thing we should try is tracking our expenses. It is really worth. Many people think that I am making enough money and there are no necessities to track the expenses. It is only when we look at the expenses we will be able to understand our needs. Only if we know our needs now, we can reasonably project our future goals in a much better way. At least for that purpose, we need to track our expenses regularly and systematically. We need not have to do anything big. It is just that we need to understand how much money has gone out from our bank account in last year and presently this year. Not the investment money, but how much money that has gone out for expenses. And from this, we would start to see a pattern whether the expenses are going up or coming down. You would agree with the fact that the expenses has always gone up. When we start looking at these numbers, we can reasonably project our future needs. A detailed spreadsheet has been shared as a link in this video, which could benefit to track all the expenses. Many shocking things come out when we look at this data, like are we spending this much to eat outside? Is our electricity bill this expensive? Why did we pay so much for cable TV subscriptions? We will see many shocks like these. Next, understanding the difference between needs and wants will help us on savings as well. Needs is basically our needs and wants is something that is not really a need, but we would like to have them. Many people mistake wants for needs. I need a house to live in, so I am buying a house. It is a need. While we are at it, let us buy a bigger home. It is a want. We justify buying a bigger home as our need. It is not that buying a bigger home is bad, but buying after targeted savings helps one to save money. Similarly, I need to go to office on a reliable vehicle. This is a need. For this need, we should think whether buying a 2 lakh vehicle or upgrading a car with loan is good enough. Again, not saying not to buy a car, but buying car without affecting your monthly savings rate. Similarly, same thing with buying an iPhone by paying more than 1 lakh rupees or buying an alternate one with good quality features. Likewise, buying an OLED TV to watch movie instead of watching an LED TV. Whatever is the buying, it is always better to purchase after hitting monthly savings and accomplishing our savings goal. But if you want to buy everything in the market without saving anything, then we will end up being with less money or no money. Next is impulse buying. Impulsive buying is a tendency of a customer to buy goods and services without planning in advance. When a customer takes such a buying decisions at the spur of the moment, it is usually triggered by emotions and feelings. These are usually unplanned and may lead to spending more than what we can afford. Examples for impulsive buying are products like chocolates, clothing, mobile phones, and expensive stuffs like jewelries, etc. When we go to a store to buy a bag, we would see other accessories, wallets, etc. in their showcase, and we would be tempted to buy them and making a purchase. Similarly, when we go to a supermarket to buy vegetables and end up buying for chocolates and soft drinks as well, which is also another examples of impulsive buying behavior. Further, when we have a budget of buying clothes for rupees 4,000 and we end up billing them for rupees 6,000 is also another examples of impulsive buying. To escape from impulsive buying, it is advisable not to buy anything immediately. It is always better to give a 24 hours time and think whether we still need to buy them, which can save our spending patterns. So if we follow these methods, we would be able to save money for our future and become financially independent. If you know any other, please do mention in the comments box. And if you like this video, please do click on the like button, share it with your friends, and do subscribe for more such interesting videos. Jai Hind.